Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play.
There's the shot! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Messi. Oh, this is a terrific run. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Can he get on the end of this?
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Threads one in. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That's a cute ball. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Beckham, played out to the right. Rijkaard. Beckham tries to dink it through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Knocks it into space. And it's Koundé. Messi. I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Beckham. And it's Rijkaard. Gullit. And he's forced to go back. Belletti. Here's Roberto Carlos. Beckham. Oh, delicate chip through. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's a key interception. Zico. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's a sharp little ball here. Drilled in low. Rodri. Koundé. Messi.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Roberto Carlos. It's a searching pass. Always onto this. That's a shade optimistic. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Gullit. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Saliba spots it and intercepts. Now it's Isak. Tries to pass it through. Bellingham. Danger averted for now. Haaland.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That is good strength. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Picked out brilliant, and a chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Gets the shot away! And now a sudden chance to counter. Now that looks a decent ball. It's played through for him. He's away! Shapes to shoot! He's scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi, and he's managed to get free. And there is the half-time whistle. Reflections on the first half?
Sacramento really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 3.
Here we go again.
Maldini. Coming on to replace him is number 7.
Nicely weighted ball.
Substitution.
Oh, that goes for a shot! It's in! The second half sparked straight into life. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Borussia Dortmund get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Conte. And it's played forward. Rodri. And here's Messi. It's a promising position. That has been knocked clear. Roberto Carlos. Koundé is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Played back. Belletti. Now that's a lovely exchange. And a shot! I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Beckham plays it short. Now the ball in. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Hullet. And he skips past his man. That has been cut short. Messi. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? And they're not going to make any further progress now. Roberto Carlos out-muscles him. Messi has a look to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nice sequence of passes this. It's Bale! Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Deep cross. He rises!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi has created one goal already. Aims beyond the defence. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That's an excellent interception. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us what...
He's had a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Messi tries to play it through. And this is... And he shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Bale. Bale! And that's off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Coming on the field, number 17.
That's a nicely weighted pass.
Number 9.
Great vision. Looking for the run, and it's made its way to him. Messi.
Borussia Dortmund really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Messi cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away. Oh, what has happened here? And that's a dangerous ball. Real chance! It's in! And that takes him up to double figures. The first significant goal-scoring landmark.
After 80
Really
minutes,
tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Played with finesse. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Mbappe. Beckham.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Can he get it through? Dunk gets over and intercepts. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. That is a crunching tackle. No foul, says the referee. And time is up. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
And a quick announcement for the benefit of anybody who has found themselves a little lost today. Please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, everybody,
The fans
and
have pulled out
welcome to
all the
today's
stops to
match.
make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raul.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example, hence the respect he commands.
Great ball, Haaland, and a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he's straight offside. Jordan Henderson. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Probing pass. Chips it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Oh, it's Van Basten. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Ødegaard. It's a promising position. Good ball, good take. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh, it's Van Basten. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Ambitious ball here. That looks a good ball through. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Ødegaard. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Great defending, strong and determined. Pass somewhat off target. Might be danger here. It's Van Basten! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Zico has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Henderson is the guilty party there. Belletti. So it is still 0-0. But this is Zico. Zico! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Alexander-Arnold.
Sacramento are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Beckham. He's a sharp little ball here. Tries to play it through. Raul. And he's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now he's having a shot! And it's been taken short. Opts to play it back. Chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
It's Raul! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Raul clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Raul! That is gorgeous from Raul! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And Japan are in front.
The goal scorer for Japan.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. So, another set play.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And they're back on the ball again. Zico producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. That has not gone well. Knocks it into space. Look at the space here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh no, what? Oh, shooting chance! Goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That is so good. Tries a shot! It's there! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Japan go into the lead. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Please be made aware that smoking is only permitted in designated areas within these grounds. Substitution on the field. Number 20.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Number 15.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's Zico. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Van Basten. Played out wide.
That's going in strongly.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's Van Basten. He might be in. Shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Early ball out from the back.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's a pretty loose pass. Van Dijk. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune, pretty sharpish.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Jordan Henderson. Raul. That's a nicely shaped ball. Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Neither of these two want to come off second best. So we've reached the hour mark. Passing is crisp and sharp. Japan have a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. And that should get the job done. And he's only too happy to take that back. Rijkaard. That's Beckham. Looking for a runner. A header! Unspoilen kindly here. He has done it! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the... And he shoots! Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And he's picked it up out wide. Now it's Raul. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Picked up, real chance! Goal! Japan! And they've got their lead back. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
He's got it all! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. Haaland. Played into space. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down and
the shot! It's run, in he goes again! It's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So we have a breakthrough. Great chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Beckham plays it short. And it's Beckham. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Now that's a lovely exchange. Alexander-Arnold with the slide tackle there. Ødegaard. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Knocks it out wide. Now it's Van Basten. Now, can they get him away? And it's Kukçu. I think we're just about done here. And he's in on goal. There's the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Desperate defending required here. Alexander-Arnold, who's short. Decent chance! Now who's going to be first to this?
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Kukçu. Jordan Henderson. Ødegaard. Threads one in. He has a look up. And he's gone looking for safety. And reclaimed it in a trice. Vinicius Junior has found the net here, of course. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, Red, nice interception. Ødegaard. Now it's Raul. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Vinicius Junior voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Please watch the screen
Well,
if you
from
haven't yet.
behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.